What is going on YouTube? Jason Dragonbane here. And it's been a little bit hectic this week. School's just been starting up. I'm trying to get into the flow of school and everything. So I haven't been able to get in any really good matches lately, but I've been able to get in a few good single duels. And I figured I would go ahead and upload a video of just some of the single duels I've been having just to keep up some uploading so you guys can see the transmodify Fire Fist deck in action. So the first one right off the bat was a Dragon Ruler deck, and as we all know right now, Dragon Rulers are not doing so hot. They've been really hurt by that ban list, which is I'm very happy about. So he opens up with Rabbit and summons two Petite Dragons and then goes to the end phase and lets them die. So I was like, what am I fighting? Okay. So I summon Bear, swinging, thinking open field. Okay, he had some Scarecrow. I transmodified Swallow, set Tenkin, and passed my turn. Thankfully for him, he draws in two Flammable Guard. Otherwise, I don't know what he would have really done. He probably would have just beat over Swallow. So he goes into Spark Dragon, beats over Swallow. I was like, okay, I'm still fine. I still have Wolf Bark and everything else to work with. So I go Wolf Bark, summon out Bear, make Tiger King. Tiger King puts Tenki down, uses Spark Dragon to protect himself. When Tenki, grab another Wolf Bark, set Goyoko as a bluff, and pass turn. Negate Spark Dragon's effect just to make him worried a little bit. So he summoned out Tempest, put the 3 back, summoned this. Right here, I really thought he was going to go Star Eater, but he decided to go into Ogre Rock Castle, which I thought was really weird. But so he ends up beating over my Tiger King because I didn't really see that play coming, but that was fine because I still have Wolf Bark to work with. So I went, okay, Wolf Bark, summon Bear out of the grave. He's going to protect his dragon. I was like, that's fine. That's not even what I'm going to do to get around him. Set Tensu. Tensu will summon Dragon after Tiger King gets their effects, putting Bear back in the grave. Make Cardinal, put both of his cards back, and put Tenki and Tensu back. He's now into pretty much a top decking situation. I still have 3 cards in my hand, and then I set Tensin. He draws into Light and Darkness Dragon, which was one of those cards that's really not good if you can't summon him. He comes for the swing on Tiger King, gets Tensin, and Rage quits right there. So that was one game, and we'll move on to a different one. Okay guys, we're back for the second game of the video, and this was a duel I had against a Mechafan Beast deck. I don't get to see these very often, so it's always cool to see what people are running in this deck, because a couple of my friends at my locals really like this deck, and they're really trying to make it good. It was a fun little match, or a fun little duel. So I go Tenki and do Dragon, summon Dragon, play Tensu, use Dragon's effects at Tenkin. Play Transmodify to summon Swallow, set Tensin, and then I pass turn, thinking, okay, I still have double Wolf Bark, so I'm not in a bad situation at all. So he summons out Falcon, sets Scapegoat, and Threatening Roar, so I was like, okay, summon Wolf Bark, summon out Dragon. Summon Tiger King, put Goyoko down. Played Goyoko onto the Scapegoat, he played Threatening Roar after I tried to negate their effects, so I was like, okay, Bear, just pop him, set the Phoenix Chain, and we'll go. So he summons out the level 3 turner that allows him to sink through the hand. Unfortunately, he attacked into Bear, and he walked into the Tensin, so he couldn't do much about that. So I summoned Wolf Bark, summoned out the other Wolf Bark, and he entered the scoop phase. I was really hoping he wasn't going to quit right there, but it's going to be really hard not to just push for game right there, because I really had game with just those 4 monsters on board. But I was really hoping to see what Mechafan Beast could do, because I think they have potential, but right now they got hurt by the ban list with Tempest going down to 1 as well. So let's go for 2 more duels. Alright guys, we're back for another duel. This one is against Prophecies. I really hate Prophecy deck. I don't know what it is about the deck. It usually was just Fate, but Fate's down to 1 right now. And it's a lot better. It just doesn't feel like as quite as salty a matchup for me as it used to be because of Fate. So he goes Paduati into Blue Boy, summons the Blue Boy, goes Secrets into Master, all the usual plays, puts Fate in his hand, summons the Tower, puts 4 back, so I was like, oh wow, this is pretty unusual, so I was like, can I hit the Fate? I hit Trench, I was like, okay, that's fine. He missed. I was going for a Black Rose play here because I was like, if I can get board in my hand, Onslaught out Raven, and then Black Rose Field with no response, he wouldn't have really anything. Unfortunately, he had the Misty for my Tenki, so I was like, okay, we'll summon Caribou instead, summon Dragon. I forced him to use his Fate while he only had 2 in the grave. You got to add secrets. I was like, that's fine. Make Cardinal, put back his Spellbook Tower and his Star Hall, and put back my Tenki and my Caribou, and set Fiendish and Mirror Force. So he draws into Secrets and Power, does nothing. I draw into Goyako, so I freeze the final backfield, which happened to be Reckless Greed. So I passed my turn. He draws into Warning. So he goes Secrets into Blue Boy, sets Warning, and passes. I draw into Boar, so I was like, okay, let's swing because I know it's Blue Boy. So he grabs Eternity. I was like, that's fine, just set Boar and we'll let it go. Draws into Priestess, he can't do anything, so he grabs Secrets grab Blue Boy, set Blue Boy, pass. So I draw into Raven, so I was like, okay, attack the Blue Boy, let him add his Secrets because that's the final Blue Boy, unless he has a way to recycle them. So he's able to summon Priestess. I knew he had Wisdom in hand, but I figured I might as well get Wisdom out of the way now before it becomes a bigger problem. So he goes Power on Priestess, kills my Cardinal, grabs Tower, and passes his turn. I was like, okay, he didn't play Tower. This is actually really good for me. So I flip both, summon Black Rose. He had the Warning. I was like, that's okay. I still get Raven set, so I set Tenki. Play Tenki, grab Bear, summon Bear, Bear pop, swing, put another Tenki down, set my Tenkin, and pass my turn. At this point, I'm in a good situation. Priestess was off the field. Unfortunately, yes, he did have Secrets to grab life, so I was like, okay, Priestess is back. So he went to pop my Tenkin. I was like, that's fine, protect Bear. And he got hit with the Mirror Force. So he plays Star Hall, plays the face down. I draw into another Mirror Force. I was like, okay, Tenki, and that's where he scooped. It was a really good duel against Prophecies. I don't mind them as much now that they don't have Fate to work with every turn. But that was really the only card I hated in Prophecies, is because it didn't target. That was the one thing I really hated about the Fate match, the Prophecy matchup. But we got one more duel to go. Alright guys, we're back for the final duel of this video. And this was against a Chaos deck I fought against. It was really a good little game. He started out with some cool combos, and I started out with some cool combos. So he went Tour Guide and Night's Lands, then made set Book and Pass. So I was like, okay, draw phase, I Misty the Book of Moon, go Onslaught into Boar, summon Caribou, sink into Kieran, do the Kieran Caribou combo, set Tensu through Kieran, Tenki through Caribou, Tenki grabs Wolfbark, play Tensu, summon Wolfbark summon Caribou, overlay into Tiger King sets Tensen, negates that main's effect, kill him, swing for 2400, set Tenkin and Mirror Force and pass. So he draws, sets Eclipse Wyvern and passes. I was like, okay. So I was like, I'll test the waters. Tiger King attack, Eclipse Wyvern. I was like, okay. Swing through. Summon Dragon, use his effect. Summon out Caribou. Unfortunately, I got Effect Veiler, so I couldn't Cardinal away and keep that Red Eyes Darkness Null out there for permanent. But it was okay. So he summons Life Pulsar. I was like, okay, that's fine. He summons Red Eyes Darkness. Summons out Chaos. Tries to hit Tiger King. Unfortunately for him, Tenkin is there. Dragon set another Tenkin. Summons Caius, banishing my dragon. So he goes M7, bounces the Chaos Sorcerer back to his hand. I was like, that's fine. I was like, okay, Tiger King negate the effect, Tiger King attack, put Tensen on Kieran, so Tiger King beat over him, and then Kieran hits for game. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I've been having some real fun with Transmodify Fire Fist. If you have any suggestions for what I could do to help improve the deck, I'm hoping to take this to regionals and do fairly well with it. Tell me what you guys think, and as always, subscribe.